Hello, hello. Here we go. Hi, everybody. This is going to be a live video chat show where we do arts and crafts for adults because we like to use sharp things like scissors and needles and heat guns and hot glue guns and dangerous electrical items and all that good stuff. But we're also a chat room where we like to chat with everybody in the chat room. So, with that being said, now I can come on here and see if I can't find anybody. I'm early. Find anybody. Shh, I'm early. They'll be in a minute. In the meantime, I'm going to play on my desk. And we are going to do a Happy Mail page tonight. Somebody sent me these things, and I can't remember who. But we will put this on our Happy Mail page today. And I found this over here. So I thought, I'm going to use it. So we'll use that on our Happy Mail page with some other Happy Mail things. So, and I got some Happy Mail from, oh my heavens, look at everybody just piling into the room. Can you believe it? Already, everybody just must have been sitting there waiting, twiddling your thumbs. So hi Sharon and Jennifer and Gigi. Hi Gigi. I was just watching Gigi. She's been traveling this summer, and if you need to, if let's make Gigi. I'm gonna make you a monitor, and you put your link in for me, okay? Gigi, put your link in for me, and everybody can subscribe to her. And if Carol comes in, she's trying to get up to 100, so we want to get her 100 subscribers. So I'll holler at her when she comes in. If she comes in sometimes. So there's Margaret and Sharon Lumbar and Angela's here. Hi there. Come on in. Good to see everybody. Good to see. There, Angela's did it for you, Gigi. Thank you, Gigi. But Gigi's been traveling. She lives over in Sweden, guys. And if you ever want to see some of the countryside over there, I love to see where people live and where they go on vacation and the landscapes. Because I don't know that I'll ever get to go to Sweden or not. But you can be first chair sitting in the front row if you go over there and watch your videos. So that's good. That's a good thing. There's Joyce. Good to see everybody. Come on in. I've been I got some happy mail from Vanessa. We're going to look at that in a minute. Maybe she'll come in and I can show her stuff. And we'll do a happy mail page. Do I need to write any of this down? So I like doing lists, and then it makes me feel good if I accomplish if I actually do everything on the list. So we have a happy mail, and we're going to do a happy mail page, and we are going to do post. We're going to talk about our postcards, and we're going to talk about our 100-day challenge prompts. I did one last night. Had a lot of fun doing it. We did it online on Dana's channel last night. And then I have a little tiny map book. I'll get into that. And what else I got over here? That's all I see at the moment. That's all I see. And the dolls. We're in the middle of a doll trade. We are in the middle of a doll trade. In full progress. Hello, Angie. Okay. Good to see everybody. Glad you're here. So that's enough for today. That's enough. That's good. If I can get that much done today, it'll make me feel good. I hope it makes you feel good too. I found a picture in my photos And I'm going to give it to Joe and see if he knows who it is. Maybe you guys know. It's black and white. So it was before color. And he looks like he's by an old, I'm going to say a vehicle of some sort. I don't know what he's standing beside. But he's in his baseball uniform. He's got to be somebody. There's Vanessa. We can open her Happy Mail now. But anyway, I'm going to give it to Joe when he comes in. Yeah, it's baseball. That's all I know. I don't see anything on his hat, and I can't see what is red on his t-shirt. So anyway, that'll be his little gift for today. He'll like it. He'll like it. So I just snipped the top of it off, and I found a couple things in here. She sent me a Happy Mail package. My goodness. And she sent me some pockets, and we're going to be doing some pocket things for our next trade. This one's got all kinds of goodies in it, and I know exactly where some of them are going to go. We'll put some on the Happy Mail page tonight. She sent me some circles, artist trading card coins, and she put her name on back of this one. Okay, so those are nice coins, and some stickers, and uh, this one's got sticker stuff on the back. Never seen anything like that one with the little stripes. But you pull the paper off and it becomes stickable. Stickable! So there's all kinds of little goodies in here. We'll definitely pull this out when we work on our Happy Mail page. And we'll use some of these things. There's a hello and a stamp. Look at the stamp. It's out of cardboard. It's a ephemera, out of a ephemera packet. And there's a pumpkin and leaves and some apples and another a label and another apple. Oh my. Nice. Thank you, Vanessa. There's so much in there. Tons. There's some more circles and some more butterflies. Another leaf and a tag. Look at the tag. Isn't that nice? She has gotten some kind of a texture piece back here, and I believe that might be a piece of wallpaper on the background. And then she decorated with this stuff on top. It looks lacy, looks like lace, and then she stitched around the edges of this by hand. That is special in it by itself. Just having that stitched on there. Thank you, Vanessa. And here is another pocket with a sloth. A sloth. And it looks like some old ephemera in it. This is a Phillips digestible cocoa. That's like a something in a 100-year calendar. Oh my goodness. Of course, I can't read it. Look at that. 77 Pine Street, New York. Does Margaret know where that is? Pine Street, New York. This is the only cocoa with a rich chocolate flavor. That is really, really cool. That's ephemera. That's old. And this one is the Tesley Tea, India and Ceylon tea. And it's a little tag for tea. 1928. Oh my goodness. That is cool. Those are old. I mean, they look old. They probably new, but progressed. But that's an old tables and tags there. And here's another two more tags. Look at that. And she sewed around each one of them. Now these were done on the sewing machine, and the other one was done by hand. Those are really, really pretty, Vanessa. I super like those. And I tell you what I'm going to do is I will probably work on these. I will work on these tags and maybe put some tassels on them or something. And I'm going to put your name on the back of them because I won't remember come day after tomorrow. This is Tuesday. Thank you, Vanessa. That is so sweet. But I have a little uh, portfolio over here on my desk that I made earlier this summer. And it's got things in it from different people, different tags and ATC cards and things, and some tags, postcards, and from different people, happy mail stuff. So I'm going to put your tags over here. And that's just what I'm doing. I'm making a little collection, and it looks like that this is not going to be big enough for if I keep putting stuff in it. It's getting fatter by the hour. Yeah, thank you so much, sweetie. That is awesome. Okay, now here's another little. This looks like it's a trifold. I haven't looked at all this. I only saw a little bit when I pulled some of it out. But I put it right back in, and I said, "Oh, it's too much to look at." And I was in the bedroom, and I said, "I'll lose it for sure." But look at this themed. It's astrological. It's spacey and stars and Earth and travel like. It's a trifold um, portfolio. It's well done. It looks awesome. It feels awesome. And it's got stuff in every single pocket. I've got more tags to make and another art card and some more ephemera. So look at these. This is a resident ticket for 3 months. It's like a rent ticket. The 3 month ticket. It's got all these little tear off things to. And this one looks like a library card. No, it's a register. It's got the price of stuff in a record book. But anyway, those are really, really cute. And that's loaded right there. That's a loaded pocket. And she's got more on the inside. The sky's the limit. Isn't that cute? All spacey stuff, more cards and ephemera. And look at this one. This is glued on a piece of paper, and it's got the the star alignment on it. That is really, really cool. I've never had anything like this before. So there's something down there, or it's hitting something. Let's try this. Here we go. There we go. There's more over here in this pocket. And it's stuck. But there's another art card and some more ephemera and another stars. And this has got a little bit of a sticky thing over here. I'll stick it back down. And then there's two more pockets to go by. Heavens, this is really sweet. Look at this journaling card. That'd be good to journal on. This would be 2 on the back if you wanted to journal. That was cool. That was cool. And Gigi, she showed her memory book while she was on vacation this summer. Today I loved it. It was so sweet, and it was a journaling memory book, and it had some pictures and some uh, keepsake things that she found, collected during her vacations and stuff, and made little art pages to remind her of that day. And she read through it real fast, but I couldn't read anything because it was all in Swedish language. But it was really sweet. She had journaled through the whole book, and it didn't have a lot of pictures, but it was fun. It was really a fun little book to keep, and I'm sure she'll be able to look at it and go over it again. So, and Vanessa, this is really, really nice. Thank you so much for that. That is beautiful. And then that's not the wait. There's more. There's more in here. Oh, she sent this. This is uh, it's full. It's full of it looks like stickers, and that looks oriental, doesn't it? Let's see what she's put in here. She's wrapped it up also pretty and nice. I'm going to be busy with all of this, and I'm going to look at all the stickers. And this is oriental, and it came out of a book. Oh, this is a sticker page. Is this a sticker page? No, yes, it is. It's a sticker page. Wow. Sometimes there's hidden stickers in there. You get surprises like butterflies and animals and things. So, okay. And I think I've got similar pages to this in my aquarium book, uh, sticker book, but I don't remember seeing anything like these. These are different. It's a different book. And look at all these little bugs and the mushrooms. Oh, how nice. Vanessa, I am floored. Thank you so very much. Look at all this good stuff. And I'm not going to pull all of it out, but look at all the stickers. Wow. That's awesome. And I've been putting in my map book. I'm putting things in my map book, and like old pictures and things, and lace, and some junk mail. I'm going to decorate that page with. Found some more of this paper. This is embossed, and different things from my stash on my desk. Some doily type papers and things, and and the stickers will go into some of these books, in this part of this book too. I did put some stickers in there too, but oh wow, this is really, really nice. So I'm going to put this back in here for the moment, and I'm going to do something like right on it from Vanessa here. Thank you so much. I love it. I love it. It's going right here. But wait, there's more. Oh, the map book. Okay. I took Juju. Hi, Juju. Hi, Candy. Hi, everybody coming in. Hi, Goldie. I'm glad to see you all here. I took the Texas map, the big map, and I meandered it. And the only thing I can do is kind of maybe give you a demo. I had a piece of paper here on how I folded and made my map book. And it's called a meander book. And I've made them. I'm taking a break. Vanessa's overwhelmed me. I'm taking a break. So if you have a map, a big map paper, whatever size you have, doesn't matter the size. All you got to do is fold it in half, this away and this away. Okay, and then you're going to fold it again in half, this away, and fold this part in half, and this away, and fold this part in half, and this part in half until you get the map paper down to your size, whatever size you want the book to be. If you want it to be bigger, then your squares are going to be bigger, or smaller. You can continue to do it as many times as you want. You can divide all of these up again and again if you want your book to be that particular size. But they're square. They're in squares. So if this was a great big map, it'd be like this. This is probably how many I have in here. And it's going to be, then you're going to cut. Okay. Now when you cut the map to make it into a meander book, and again, all of these lines are folded frontwards and backwards to get them good and folded. Okay. Then you're going to take and you're going to cut. You're going to cut from here down to the edge, and then you're going to fan fold all of this up to here, okay? And then you fold it over, and then you're going to cut from here to here, and then you stop. So then you're going to fold it up from here all the way to here, and then you're going to flip it over, and then you're going to cut from here to here, and you're going to stop. So it's like a maze all the way through, and then you cut. But the red marks are the cut lines, and then you fan fold this all the way to here, and then you flip it over, and you fan fold it back down to here, and you flip it over, etc., etc., etc. This is the map book. This is how I made the map book. It's a book that's a fan folded accordion style. Okay. And then when I get to the top, I flip that over, and I'm going to glue this. I glue that together. So it'll be one continuous accordion book. Okay. That's how I did my map book. And now I went and I inked the edges real good. And then I started gluing things down in the book. So as you can see, here we go. I've got some paper glued here. You're going to find some stickers here in a minute where I put some stickers in. Actually, it's on the other side. But this was the top of the book. But then when you get to the end, you flip it over, and then you have stuff on the other side too. So you're going to end up gluing on both sides of it. It's a real fun little book, is all I can say. And I made it out of a map. And this is how I folded it and made the meander book. I folded it in all of these places. And then I did the cutting. And I cut just until the last one, and then I did it backwards. And then it's like a maze. It's like a maze. If you don't understand, I'll do it again. But that's a quick way of how I did that map book. Okay? That's just a quick way of how I did it. And I've done it many a times. Okay, got it. It's easy to do, and you can use a 12 by 12, and I'll do a 12 by 12 for you. And I like to use double-sided paper with the map. See, it's double-sided. It's stuff on both sides. So I'm going to use this baby page because I don't have any. I'm not doing a scrapbook on babies anytime soon that I know of, unless the great grandkids are going to do it. So you're going to fold it in half, and you'll burnish the edges down. Then you're going to fold this in half and burnish the edges. And then you're going to take and you're going to fold this one, fold it back, fold that little piece in half. It's been around for years and years and years. And you fold this one back a little bit, and then you're going to fold it. You're going to open it up and do it the other way. You folded it in half, and I like to burnish the edges real good. And then you're going to fold this one back, and you've got all these squares, all of the squares, and they're the same size because it's a 12 by 12 piece of paper. Okay, now Janet's making a storm book. Oh, the blizzard book? No, this is not a blizzard, but this one is going to be a meander book. And then you're going to take and you're going to leave one block and cut down on this row. You're going to leave a block here and cut back up on this row. Then you're going to skip and cut down on this row. And what you will have when you're done, you're going to have a little maze. You're going to have a letter that is an M or a W, whichever way you want to say it. It could be an M or it could be a W when you cut it. So I'm going to cut it for you, and I'm going to cut my lines just like we said. And it'd be easier if you haven't done it for a while. It'd be easier if you did the ink and mark it so you don't get confused. And then I'm going to cut this one down in the middle but not all the way through. It's a meander book. Okay, so then you just start at an end, and you start fan folding. And when you get to this one, you want to fold it back on itself. And I'm going to glue it. I'm going to glue this particular section. And then I'm going to continue to fan fold. And then I'm going to glue it because I'm in the next row. And then you're going to continue to fan fold. And then you're going to glue it. And fold that over. And then you're going to continue to fan fold till the end of the page. This is an accordion book because it's all connected and it's fan folded. And it's all one book. And so when you look at the book, first page, second page, and you go to the end, and look, you fold this one down and then you keep going to the other side. It's a never-ending book. It goes on and on. Oh, that's glued down for a reason. And so there you go. There's your meander book. It meanders around and around and around till you get to the next page, and then it goes again and again and again. It's a meander book. Okay. Any questions? I love to explain things, but that's how I did the map book. Only it was out of a great big giant map, and a lot of it I did some of it online with you guys, but it was hard. Angela's got it and Juju's got it. That's all that matters. Okay, now we're going back to Vanessa's Happy Mail. I found another pocket that she made me, a loaded pocket, and she used pretty paper out of a journaling page book, like a journal book, a recording book, and she put me some more labels and another journaling card. Look at that. That's pretty. And another tag. And another tag. And these tags are sewed. Very pretty. So they're going into that pocket. And she sewed around the edges of it again. She does very nice work. So I'm going to put that with my other pockets. And there's more. There's more down in here. Now let's see what this is. I don't know. It's a trade book. Oh, this might be something I might have to send back. She also sent me some hidden pockets. And these are hidden pockets. And we're going to be doing the hidden pocket trade after the dolls. So I will be putting this with the hidden pocket trade that she's made, and this is the hidden pocket. You got this. It's pretty on both sides, but look, there's a pocket in there, and there's a hidden page, and you can either have it as a surprise, or it could be a message, or it could be a journaling card, and that is called a hidden pocket. And Angela came up with this idea, and she would like for us to do a hidden pocket trade. So after we get finished with the dolls, after we're done with the dolls, I'm going to probably start around the 15th of the month, middle of this month, and I'm going to start making hidden pockets too. And this is another one she made, and she put a little tag, and she put, oh, it's got a little text spot. This is really, really cute. And she has really, really mastered the hidden pocket. This is a hidden pocket. It's a pocket inside of a pocket, this one. And I think this will be a great example when we start making these. And but she's got a little tuck spot in there where she put me another tag and some stickers. She really, really loved it up with some lovey-dovey um, stickers and things, which is what we're supposed to do. But this is a hidden pocket right here. So I'm going to put these back in our envelope, and we're going to do this for the month of September. Here's another one she made, and it's a hidden pocket, and she's really jeweled it up and made it pretty, and all kinds of fun stuff there. So thank you, Vanessa. So this is, I'm gonna put this all back in this little folder here, and she's got it all fixed up for the hidden pocket swap. See if that'll go in there. But this is a great example. We're going to definitely use her examples as we do the hidden pocket swap. So it's labeled. Hopefully, I'll be good and I won't get it lost. I hope. I hope. But I'm not going to make them today. But anyway, this is the last thing um, in her Happy Mail to me tonight. And I want to just tell you, I'm overwhelmed with all of this beautiful stuff. Overwhelmed. Now, we're going to discover this one the same. We're going to discover this at the same time. This is a trade book. And if I'm not mistaken, what you do is you decorate a page, and I don't know if it's going to be a half a page or a whole page. You decorate a page like a pretty page, the way I do them, and then you sign it, and then you mail this to another person. Is there a card to sign? There's a little card right here, like a library card. And so what we can do is, like, for example, I will do a page, and then I will send it on to someone else. And I'm thinking these are some more tags that she made me. Isn't that pretty? That's beautiful. And then I'm thinking after I do my page. Oh, never mind. Never mind. This is a trade book. Okay. She wants me to use this as a diary to put all my trades in. Thank you. Thank you, Angela or Vanessa. Thank you, sweetie. Okay. I'm with you. And I've got some things over here that I will transfer into into this book. Okay, this is our new trade book that we're going to use every month, so I won't lose all of these papers again. So this is the August trade dolls, and I've already got it written out. I'm not going to rewrite it, but I will rewrite this one. This one's a list of trades that we want to do, and I've got an ongoing list, and we're doing dolls right now, and then September we're doing a hidden notebook note cards, and then we get to decide what we want to do next. And so this will definitely go into my new trade book. Thank you, Vanessa. Very nice. So there. Okay. All right. I love it. So let's start. This is going to be our prompt list. So let's look over here to see what we want to do. I'm gonna leave this blank and turn the page, and I get to write in my little book. So we're going to have trades, things that we want to trade, ideas. So we're going to do dolls, and then we're going to do hidden paper clips. I mean, hidden note cards. I'm sorry. We've already did the hidden paper clips earlier. And so then I have all of these other ones. We're going to do this in August, which is now, and September. So would you all like to vote on what you would like to do in October? What would you all like to trade in October? And we can go, see, October is kind of Halloween, or we can, if you're not into Halloween, we can do foliage. And we can either make an ATC, or we can just use, Jassy wants to do Twitchies in October. Does anybody else agree? Can I have a second on that? Does anybody want to second that? We're going to do this like in a club. And then they can be Octobers. Okay. Then we're going to do Twinchies. And that is 2-inch by 2-inch card. Oh, you're going to love it, Steph. You're going to love Twinchies. 2x2s. And I just so happen to have a little stash of Twinchies. This was from some Tim Holtz paper. It was a double-sided 12x12 papers, and it already had the Twinchies marked, squared off. So all I have to do now to these is, add what I want to add to my Twinchie. These are Twinchies, 2x2s. So they're easy to cut and they're easy to make. And then this was another sheet of paper that had the same kind of and this is double-sided paper. And these are also some more Twinchies, but they have little pictures on them. Different pictures. And so all I have to do is add some more agape to it, add some more things to it, and then I'll have Twinchies. So I've got Twinchies kind of started. I've been hoarding them for you, just for this occasion. So we'll do that in October, and then we will talk about it more when we get closer to the time, I will be making some. And so this is going to be the beginning of my trade book. That is really cool. And she's got some kind of a magnet on there. That is awesome. Thank you. And I bought some little magnets, but I've never used them. So thank you, Vanessa. And did she? Yep, it's made with love. Okay. Thank you, Vanessa. That is really cute. And it's big enough to where I can put it on my desk and not lose it. Mm-hmm. So it's going right here to the front of the. Want to do roll a pumpkin for games? Yeah, we can do roll a pumpkin for games. Are you ready to do it today? I found a I found an extra sticker that got lost. I'll stick it over here in this pocket. Or yeah, I'll get it over here. Okay. So we can do it. We can do it. Roll a pumpkin this fall. Yes, we will definitely do roll a pumpkin. So I'm going to keep these in a safe spot. And right now I'm going to put them in my trade book um, until I decide what I want to do with it. Okay, back to what I was doing. Yeah, we've got. I think I've got a roll of pumpkin already made up game. Hello, Lenore. Jassie's here. Oh, look, there's Colleen. Hi, Colleen. How you doing, girlie? Oh, good to see you. Good to see you. Come into the right room. This is where we like to play. So, the next thing I think I'll do is I'm going to go ahead and do my Happy Mail trade or my Happy Mail page and show you what you can do when you receive Happy Mail. This was a Happy Mail page that I did the other day, and it turned out really cute. See if I can get most of it in there. I've got gold. I've got the real Goldie down here. These little Goldie. Goldie's here. There's Goldie. Long live Goldie. And then we have a kitty cat. We got a bird. We got butterflies. And this was things that was left over from the flower trade that I was in at with Aunt Beck. Aunt Beck did a flower trade, and it was a lot of fun, and I got a lot of things back. So, that was cute. So then I'm going to turn the page, and we'll do another Happy Mail page today. So what I think I'll do is I'd like to put some paint down. So can I have two callers? My camera is off. Sorry. Oopsie. It's a good thing I had on nice clothes, right? I need two callers. Two callers. And I'll put some callers down. Thank you, girls. Blue. Good. Hi, Janet Nash. Hi, honey. Blue, green. I've got blue and green. So I've got this metallic blue. And I've got this metallic green. So I'm going to put these down. And I'm going to, this is just for the background, so it's not going to be anything crazy. Nothing crazy. I noticed my camera's trying to do some crazy things. I don't know. Oh, I've got the fan on over top. I need to turn it off. The fan, I think it's my fan that makes it go crazy. Partners, we will do partners for the pockets. We will do partners, and we'll do partners for the Twinchies as well. Well, the Twinchies, I could do that again. if you want to get, you all can help me. I think I'll do for the pockets, I'll do partners because it's easier, of course. And then for the twinchies, yeah, my camera is attached, is on an arm. It's on a little, it's an arm that I bought that clips to the back of the desk. It's got a clip, a screw down clip, and then it goes up and down and forwards and backwards and rocks on my stick. I used to have a paint stick. Remember the paint stick I used to use? Well, one of the girls got tired of me using my paint stick up here, and she bought me an arm. So that's that's a lot. That's a big help. Yeah, it's nice. It's nice. But my fan sometimes it makes my camera go sideways. So let me turn it off. I discovered it made it uh, pix- pixeled. It makes it go pixely. So yeah. So if we do twinchies where you send them to me, then I will mix them up and send each of you. Like if you send me six twinchies, then I can send you back six different twinchies from everybody. Does that make sense? I don't know how you all like. I did that with the stamping of the papers or ink stamps, and I think it worked out pretty good. It was a lot of work, but but I didn't. I don't really mind doing it at all. Of course, last month I don't. I that was last month. You know, this is a new month. So I don't know how you feel. You either want to get uh, a partner with the twinchies, or would you rather have the group, do the group twinchies? Well, I was going to suggest whatever you all suggest. How many you think? If you want to get a partner, just one partner, then it might be uh, two or three twinchies or four. I don't know. Whatever you all want to do, you all tell me. So there's my background page, color, and I'm going to leave it like that. And I found these in my stash. Somebody sent me these pretty little things, and I'm going to use them today. And I found this piece of paper, and I think I'm going to use some of it too. It's old-fashioned handwriting. It's a letter of some sort. Partners with three twinchies. Okay, Sharon. Sharon said it. Partners with three twinchies. Okay. Thank you, Sharon. And I will write that down in our file. But that's not going to be until September. But that's what we're going to do. I'll make a note so I won't forget. But the dolls we're doing partners with, and then the hidden paper note cards is going to be partners, and then the twinchies will be the group. Or do you want to do partners with three twinchies? Okay, partners. It's going to be partners with three twinchies. Okay. because you can get in a business envelope, you can get 3 Twinchies that lay flat. Well, my goodness, look what the cat drug in. There's Andrew. Andrew, how are you? I was thinking about you the other day when they had all that the earth the earthquake. Did you get any high water up where you live? He lives on the west side of Alaska. How are you? You went on vacation on us. He did. Andrew is a he's a coin. He likes to do coins and things, but he comes in and says hello to us. I was wondering if I was ever going to get to see you again. So I'm going to get my glue out and I'm going to glue some of this down. And I think I'm going to trim this as well a little bit. You'll have to send me a message, Andrew, and give me an update on what's been going on. I heard there was a little misunderstanding. So shoot me a message and upgrade your status for me. Curious minds want to know, Andrew. Oh, you're really. Oh my goodness, your medical problems with your lungs and fibrosis, your lungs are scarring, and then you have heart disease. Well, I'm so sorry to hear that. So sorry. We'll definitely put you on our prayer list. You know that. Okay, so that's what that's going to be, and I'm going to do the same thing to this one. Just trim it out a little bit. Little boy blue, come blow your horn. That's what this is. And then this one here is two little boys on a bridge. This looks like wallpaper. And my grandfather used to have a paint and wallpaper store when I was a little girl, and we would always see these murals in the books. And my grandmother had a mural on one of her walls in the dining room that looked like a garden. And then whenever we would go out to eat, there was this one fancy restaurant that we used to eat at, and this was all up in Lewisburg, West Virginia. And they had the wall murals, and my grandfather did the work. That's what that reminds me of. But now this is lace, and this was Happy Meal. Somebody sent me this, and I thought for sure I wouldn't forget who did it, who sent it. But I have. But isn't that neat? And we're going to use it. Beautiful. We're going to put that at the top. So, all right, let me get back to gluing this down. So Stephanie's lost something. Let's see what she's lost. Oh, Teresa is home from her procedure. Yay! She had her procedure early this morning and she's already home. Wow, I think she went to her brother's. Did she go to her brother's? Shall we get a get well card? Let's do a get well card for her. I got some cards right over here. Um, yeah, Andrew's he's been a very nice follower. He lives in Alaska. He is a real Alaskan. He's a real Eskimo, an Alaskan Eskimo, indigenous Indian, Eskimo Indian, and he has a tribe, and he lives on a reservation in Alaska. Isn't that awesome? So this is all happy mail, and I'm going to get some of Vanessa's happy mail and put on here too. Oh, you got a new phone. Okay, Andrew, get it all set up. Okay. Um, there's Teresa. Hi, Teresa. Teresa, take it easy now. Hopefully, she's on. Are you on pain medication? I don't know. Is it that painful? Is it just under the skin? It's pacemaker. Oh, great, Andrew. I knew you had some court things in the court, and they were all dismissed. Thank goodness, Andrew. Okay, good. So now I'm going to put this one up here. I think it'll be fine up there. Got a lot going on. Yeah, he's an INUPIAQ Eskimo. Woohoo! I have um, a Facebook page or a Facebook group that I don't remember the name of it, but it's an Eskimo group, or not an Eskimo group. It's an Indian group, and they go up there, and you can watch them dance. Oh, it was up in Alaska too, like a festival up in Anchorage, and all of the Indians come together for like a party or a celebration, and they all dance, and they get the kids up there dancing. Oh, I love it. They do their Indian tribal dances, and they do the drums, and they have the choirs. They have choirs. Hi, Dana. Dana's going to go to Alaska. Woohoo! She's going to take a cruise. My mother said Alaska was one of her favorite vacation spots when she and she just they left out of like Washington state and took a cruise up in that area and piddled around up there and watched the glaciers and stuff. So it was in the lower part of Alaska, I guess you could say. So we're going to get the blue ink and ink these pages up a little bit. Oh, Marty says her husband's is a Wyandot Indian. Neat. Well, I've been wanting to do a Native American Indian uh, uh, collection book, and I've started collecting some things, papers for it. So that'd be neat. That'll be neat. It won't be anytime soon that I'm going to be doing that book, but it's on in line with the mermaid book and the Indian book, and I'm doing the fairy books as we speak. I'll have to show you my fairy book. And I couldn't stand it. I had to go ahead and get going on the fairy book. It jumped protocol. It did. It jumped. But that's okay. We've got lots of books that we can work in. And one day I'll have to get them all out and list them. I'll have to list them for you because I've got the reverse collage books, and I've got the forest book, which is also reverse collage, and well, most of my books are reverse collage. And I've got some other books over there that I know that you all would enjoy. Okay, so here's this. I'm going to glue these down. Andrew's been on a fish diet. He gets fresh fish from the ocean. Salmon this year and whitefish. Ooh, I love good whitefish. Good and tender whitefish is probably my favorite. And I don't care for salmon all that much. It's just, it's I just don't care for salmon. I'll eat it. It's not, I don't hate it, but it's not my favorite. I'd rather have a nice tender whitefish. Just saying. And I like the fresh fish, not versus the 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 farm raised fish. They farm raise a lot of fish that we buy in the stores, and they have these tanks that they put the fish in to raise them in, and they recycle the water. In the they recycle the water to the fish. Candy is with me. Okay. Thank you, Candy. Oh my heavens, there's 24 of y'all in here. Who have I missed? I missed Candy. Just saw her. Marty. Hi, Marty. Hi, Candy. I did. I missed some of y'all. Missed you. I said hi to Dana. But that's great. Good to see. Good to see y'all. Good to see you. So I'm making a Happy Mail page right now. I showed you how to make a map book, meander book, real quick. I showed that. So I've got some things over here from where's my stickers? From Vanessa. Let's see if we can use some of these. And I've got another envelope over here that has some Happy Mail in it. So I've got a little bit of music paper I could use. That came from Doretha. That would be cute on my page. I've got some letters. If we want to pick out some letters or a word that we could make out of those for our word for the day. That was Happy Mail. I've got a little bit of tissues. I've got some little tiny things like that we could use. They match. There's a turkey and a butterfly. We could put those around on the page. And I've got a frog. And I've got this little girl, the girl who looks. This is from Vicky. This is from Vicky. She's one of our girls. I think this is going to be better. We'll save her for another one. And I've got a little bit of color. Got some tags. I've got let's see what else I got in here. A heart. I found a heart. You can put that on there. So let's see what we can do with some of this. There's a tea bag. Oh my goodness. Vicky, if you all watch Vicky, she's been in here, but she comes on in the evenings. As a matter of fact, she might be on right now. But she does tea bag art, and everything she makes is with a tea bag. So I'm going to tear that little tea bag off. There's a tea bag, and I can put it right there and make a little cluster around the page. So let's do that. Let's make some little areas with these things. Pretty paper. Like that. And I can ink the edges. I could ink some of these edges up. So what I'm going to do is, if you all tell me it has to be like a 3 or 4 letter word, and I'll use these silver letters. So if you have a word, a 3 or 4 letter word that you can come up with, I can get it off of those cards. So I don't know if I need this one. Put those back. Joy, okay. I was going to say, I used joy the last time, but I can use it again. No problem. So this is avocado paper, music paper, and I'm just going to put it around on our thing, and the pictures I'll put on top. So I'll make a little cluster, maybe just a little bit of ribbon or lace, something real thin. See if I can find something thin. This will lay flat. Of course, I had to pull it all out. So let me get my snippers here. Somebody gave me that. Becca gave me a lot of lace. There's 4 pieces. Let's see if that's enough. We'll just see if that's enough. We'll save all of that for later. There's some stickers down in there. Those are metallic. Metallic. We'll see. So here's this one, and we need a piece of music paper. And I've got a heart that could go right there. That's good. And a little piece of lace, like right there. So I'm just going to go ahead and start gluing this one down. like that. And that. Made a mess. But that's okay. We can clean the mess up. Kind of wanted the tea bag on top. But that's cute. But these are what I call, that's what I call a cluster. It's a cluster of things. Of things. We'll put the turkey on that one. Oh, look, it says mysterious. Joyful. Okay. Gigi says, relax. Relax. Come on in and relax. Take a load off. Let's put some more of this down. Put that there. We'll put this one here. With that one there. And that one there. Number 439. Please turn to 139 in your hymnals. And I'll use a little bit of hot glue on that one. And then again down here on this one. Okay. That looks good. That looks good. I've got some bunnies. We'll put the bunnies right there. It's a box of bunnies. Okay. Let's see what else we can find. And we're going to get into, let's see if I can put my word on here somewhere. I don't know if I need the, if I want the happy faces or not. I can put them in my map book. So let's see if we can find the J. Joyful. I think I can do it. We'll try it. J O Y F Bye, Marty. Enjoy your dinner. F U almost lost it. L. Just one L. Okay. don't know if you can see it, but it's shiny. So that was Happy Mail. And we get to choose something out of here. Let me move that down a little bit over there. Like that. So let's see what we got in this. Oh, this stickerage we got here. We got mushrooms. Ooh, let's use some of the mushrooms. They would go good on this page. I can't thank Vanessa enough for all of these. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So I'm going to put this mushroom right here. I'm going to hold that down a little bit. Okay, now Gigi, don't you stay up too late. And Janet, you too. You got your jammies on? Janet's getting ready to go to bed too. I know, and I appreciate you girls coming in to say hello. So, where are we going to put this one? I want to put it over there, but I'm going to put it over here. And I might have to add some more glue if it doesn't want to stick. If it comes curling up. This one's a cute, it's got dimples on it. I'm going to put it right there. This is turning out cute. I need to pull in some extra blues. Some extra blue. I did use blue ink around the ink of these. There's another one of those dimples. Just for fun. There's a few. I need one more up there. Tie that little corner down. Here we go. Okay. Now, let's see what else we got in here. There are some bugs. They're unusual little buggies. But we got just some different things like this. Just like this. Yeah. Corners and angles. Like that. Okay. That's cute. Hi, Melinda. Howdy do. We're making a Happy Mail tray book page thing. And I might be able to use some of these insects on my postcard. I'm in a postcard challenge. It's 100 days of postcards with Gigi, and her prompt for yesterday was insects, and I found all these ladybugs. But I can put some more insects on here, like these other bugs. Different bugs. And I guess, are bees insects? Gee, I don't know. Are they insects? Beetles? Beetles are insects. We'll add some more insects to my card. Are moths insects? Does anybody know? I think they are. I don't know about butterflies or bees, but they could be. They should be. All of them are? Okay. Well, I'm putting some on here to fill my card out. Grasshopper. He looks like some kind of a, well, he doesn't look like a grasshopper, but he's out in the yard with them. And he hangs out with the grasshopper. Look, there's a big ant. He's too big to go on my page. Oh, there's some more mushrooms and more bugs over here. And a snail. Now, a snail's not an insect, is it? There's a grasshopper. There's a cricket. A flying grasshopper. I don't have room for him either. But there's some more insects over here. We got room for a few more. That's a good little page, postcard. Angela's cooking. Okay. Fix something good. This one's not sticking. So let's put that back in here. Thank you, Vanessa. I needed those. And see what else I've got in here. If I can put something else down here. I can use this one. Like that. We got joyful. Anyway, Juju's giving us our prompts every night for our postcards. I think this is done. I think this has got plenty on it. Okay. So all I have left to do is the date. And today is the 5th. And I'm guessing when I do this thing, I guess, because I can't see it, August 5th. All right. That was, and who did we say all of this Happy Meal came from? We had Vanessa. We had Vicky. And we had, I think the lace came from Becca. And So I think that's all. I can't think of anybody else that's on this page. Anybody else see any happy mail that they're familiar with? Oh, the snail is a gastropod. Dee Dee Willingham had a new wildlife book today of all of the different species. It was a calendar, and it had all of the different whales. I didn't know there was that many different kind of whales, and how many different kind of bunnies there were. The rabbits, there was like 20 different kinds, and all of that. And she had butterflies and uh, different types of animals, and they had their name at the top of them. Okay, so I'm done with this. That's pretty. That's very nice. Nice to look at. So I'm going to set this over to the side, and we can do our 100-day challenge next for our prompt. And I did do this one last night. It was really cute. It was with Dana and Becca, and it was really nice. We did our Tandem 10 last night. If you're familiar with our Tandem 10 game that we play it once a month. We each get an identical envelope, and then we each make a page. And I can show you my page I did last night. It turned out pretty cute. This was last night's Tandem 10. Everybody got a cat. Everybody got some insects, and everybody got this type of paper and an envelope and stuff like that. Everybody got the same amount of product. Hi, Jennifer. Lori's here. Hi, Lori. Hi. Come on in. Welcome. But that was last night. It was a good stream. If y'all want to go back and watch it, it'd be over on Dana's channel. That was on Dana's channel. So tonight we're going to we can do two sets of prompts. I've been doing them two at a time because I don't stream every day, and it's supposed to be 100 days. I could do it and spread it out further, but I want to get the 100 days done, and I'm on number 38. So this will be 39 and 40. And these will be a half pages. So that's what we're going to do now. And what I usually do is get a piece of paper, and I make out, and I've got prompts. So I just need numbers between 1 and 120. And you can either give me a number or give me a prompt. And I need 20. And it doesn't matter if it repeats because I'm doing 2 pages. Okay, let me go back up here. All right, 56 is borders and splatters and And 49 is bling. 72 and 6, doodle. And ribbon or lace. And 38 is copper. And 90 is map paper. And 47, oh, we got two 47s. See what, it must be a good one. Fiber. And I'll put fiber on the second list. No problem. 74 letters. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 letters. I lost my place. 74, 145. It's the highest is 120. Somebody said I see 120. Safety pin. And hi Barry, come on in. We're playing a game. Oh, sorry, Laurie. I put you down for 120. 120 anyway. I still need nine more. 9 more. Nine more props. 119 is a tag or a tip in. I could use one of Vanessa's tags. Ink, I'll accept ink. And 69 is tape transfers. We did that the other day. It was fun. And 12, modeling paste or textured paste. I use spackle. And 59 is over here. Water soluble supply. Anything water soluble. Like watercolor paints. That was 59. 77, string or thread. And 32 is black. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Need 2 more. Does sparkle work well? Spackle, yes. Spackle does real good, and you can get it at the Dollar Tree. Number 1, splatters again. Okay. Splatters. And one more. Purple. Okay, I think that'll do us. That'll work. Put that over there for safekeeping. So let's see. We've got splatters on both pages. We've got copper and black and purple. I used the copper the other day, so I get to use it again. I like it. That's a good prompt. So I'm just going to put some copper down here and see if I can't spread it around a little bit. I'll use my credit card. And then I will splatter. I'll get the purple and the black down here, and then I can splatter on the whole page and do the splatter at the same time. Yeah, that's what we'll do. Since we're doing 2 at a time. So there's that. That's good. And then we want purple. Concord grape. And it's a little liquidy, but that's okay. Joe's out there trying to start something. It's not starting up. He's already cut the grass. All right, that's all I'm going to do to that. So I'll just wipe that off. Like that. There we go. So we can use our color of choice for the splatter. And I did splatter a little bit of purple on there. So it let's just go ahead and splatter in black on both of them because I can pick my own splatter color. Okay. Let's see if we can splatter. And this is about empty. It is about empty. I need to find another black. And I'm going to use my fan brush. And then I also need to hide my iPad and everything else on my desk. Everything else on my desk. Splatter. Okay. All right, that's enough of that. That's why you put something down, because you get extra splatters. And then look at my prompt page. It's seen better days, anyways. But that's all right. We, that's okay. That's okay. So we do have some extra black up here if we need any more color for something else. We've got that black. So I'm going to dry this. I'll take a picture of this and post it in the group in case anybody else wants to play. You can see I splattered my glue bottle too. So what else I can do? I can get me a piece of mat, and a piece of lace. Now you can catch a fire with this heat gun. You can catch a fire. So you have to be very, very careful with your heat gun and keep moving it around. And you can smell if you're getting too hot with it. You can smell the paper or the glue cooking. Just saying, you have to be careful. Safety first. Now, let me mark. I got to do a border up here. So I did the splatters and I did the copper, and then I did the purple and the splatters and the black. So I need a piece of map paper, and I have over here a vacation book, visitor's book, and I'm sure that there'll be a little piece of map in here somewhere. Don't you think? Look, that's the Greenbrier. I've been there. I'm from West Virginia. And I thought, well, we might find a little bit of a map in here somewheres. I do have an atlas book at my feet, by my feet. So I can even go to the atlas, the road map. Not nearly one map. No map to be found. Everybody ought to have a map. There it is. Map it out. Let's see. I just, I don't know if I want all of it. Do I want all of it? Almost heaven right there. We know where that is. So, hi, Doretha. Hi, everybody, anybody. So let's cut little West Virginia out here. I had to memorize all of the the counties in West Virginia when I was young. You know, whenever I read something, you would we're supposed to be able to, once we learn it, we know it, right? We can learn something, but you can't memorize all of it forever. I lose my memorization part. There's my map, and I'm going to just glue it down. There's a TV show it's an older show, a long time ago. It's called Suits, and it was about a lawyer firm, and this guy that worked for them. Um, he could memorize everything. He memorized everything, and he can remember. And he was a genius. And I guess there are people who can do that. And you hear of the artists where they can drive through the town, and then they can go back and they can draw and sketch the whole thing with alleys and everything, doors and windows. And it's beyond me how they can do that. And because I can't remember my grocery list. 3 things on my grocery list. So let's get some lace out. We got it. Is it? Yeah, ribbon or lace. And I've got some lace right here. I've got some pretty stuff. Let's see. Do I want to put something like this? I can. I sure can. He got it started. He's on the lawnmower. So I do have my hot glue gun up here, and I think I'm going to use my hot glue gun to put it down. Hurry, hurry, hurry before it cools. So there's our lace. It's applica, but that's okay. Um, so we got the map, we got the lace. We got to do some borders, and let's do music paper borders. Let's do some, and I can use decorative scissors. Oh boy, that'll be fun. So this is how you do borders. Just cut some strips. And I only need 3. And I'm going to use some white glue. One there, and one there, and one there. So we'll see how that works. Like that. And there's our border. I like this page. So we use some of that. Thank you, Doretha. And we can do some doodling. And I think I will wait for that glue to dry, and I will doodle on the border a little bit. Fibers. This could be fibers and lace. Letters and a safety pin. Well, we've got safety pins. Just saw them. We've got pretty safety pins. Margaret sent these to me. There's one already off. So we'll put a little safety pin on that. That could also be bling because it's got diamonds on it. So we can use those as bling. Okay. I'm going to accept it as bling and fibers and a safety pin. So I have letters and doodle. I can doodle my letters on the border. And I can doodle, let's see if this is, I can lay a napkin down there in case it's not wet yet. Almost Heaven, West Virginia. I doodled a song on my page with letters. There you go. There's my page. That looks good. Now let's go finish the other one. We've got more fiber. I need a tag, and I know where I can find a tag. I can find a tag in my portfolio. And what I can do is put a hole in it and tie it on my page. So that's nice. So ink, tape transfer, and what I do with my tape transfers is I find a picture, any kind of a picture. I've been to a lot of these places. I could tell you all about it. Oh, good. They're going to the market or to the uh, picking berries. So what you got to do is you take your, there's a labyrinth. I love that. So what you do is you put your tape on your picture. And I don't know if you can see it or not, but there's a lady and a little girl down here. So I got them on here. And then you could cut the picture out of the book. Like so. And then you take some water. I got to go get some water. I use warm water. And I'm going to take the paper off of the back of this tape. And then the little girl and the woman will be left, and that'll be gone. All the back stuff will be gone. So let me go get a little bowl of hot water. Okay. You could also try this with any kind of water, but I've got hot water, and it'll happen faster with a little hot water. Put that in the water, and then I think I saved I saved my toothbrush. So I have a little art brush, toothbrush over here, and you can take and scratch off the paper off the back of the tape. The hot water just works a little faster. Like that. And then you go over here to this side and scratch off the other end. Brush it off. This is called a tape transfer. Now, I could have very easily have taped the picture down because that's basically what you have at the end is the picture, But this is, I don't know why, this is just it's just something that people do. And I learned it from Aunt Beck. So as you can see on this side, I've got the little girl and the mama. They're getting ready to pick some berries. So there's my tape transfer. Trim that off. And then save my toothbrush for the next project. And this is also good for splattering if you want to splatter with it. You can splatter paint with that. Put that over there and put this over here. This will go on my page. It's a little dark. We're not going to hold it against anybody. So, and we could put it on our tag. It would look good on that white. So let's put it on the tag. So I'm going to cut the top off a little bit more and the bottom off a little bit more. And maybe it'll fit on there a little bit better. And it's wet. So let's dry it. Yeah, you can see through it. But all the paper on the back side is gone, all the ink. Yeah, it's just a little something something. It's not easy. It's not hard. And you can't scrub it too much. But the idea of it is to just scrub off half the paper. I scratched it a little bit, but that's okay. So I'm gonna put some white glue down here on my tag. And it'll take a minute to dry or to dry on there because it's wet. But that's okay. It'll work. We will let it work. But doesn't that just add to that tag? That's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. So then I can take a hole puncher and punch a hole. And then I can get a little bit of what we got to have string or thread. So here's some thread. And this is embroidery thread. Oh, it's already perfect. It's already fixed up. So I'm going to use it to tie my tag onto my page. Like that. So there's my string. And then I can tape it down or attach it to my page. Let's see what else we need. We need some more fiber. Let's look and see what we got in the fiber bag. Fibers. Isn't that pretty? That is so pretty. That'd be pretty on a journal. I want to make a I want to make a big Bertha. I want to make a big Bertha. There's these are something fibrous. I've got another bag over here. Let me look in the other bag. That one is noisy. This one's not so noisy. Let's see what we can find in here for our fibers. There's Becca. So this is some trimmings with pearls on it. Go big or go home. Then we've got some flat things. And we do have some other, like eyelash. Let's use some of the eyelet. The eyelet is definitely fibers. We'll use some of the eyelash trim. I'm happy with that. And we'll put it down on our page. So then after the eyelash fiber tag, then we have to do some ink. Purple. What would show up on purple? I don't know if anything would show up on purple. That's orange. So we're putting some ink on our page, and I'm just making a big sunset. A big orange circle. How about that? Like that. So I used ink. I've never done that before. So we've got fiber, we've got a tag, and we've got ink. We did the tape transfer, and we did the string. So all we have left is the texture paste and something water soluble. So here's what I'm going to do. I am going to use my spackle. I only got a little bit left. Okay, Michelle. I'm glad you stopped by. Thank you for stopping by. Hey, Becca, what are you doing? I was talking about you. Because I think I used some of your lace on my another page. So anyway, this is what I have left in my spackle, and it'll stay. This is over a year old. It'll stay. So I'm going to get a stencil. And I need to dry that. We're going to get some fencing in here tonight. Put up a fence. We'll put up a fence. Dry this thing. Oh my goodness. Are you kidding me? You stayed on and watched Ginger Pam at till 10 a.m. or till 6 a.m. So you're running on 4 hours and a nap. I've done that before, but believe it or not, I've stayed up all night before, time or two. So what we're going to do is we're going to put some fencing down here. And I'm going to use my almost dry spackle, but it's still there. I don't need that much. Probably won't even need that much. So I'm going to spackle down onto my stencil. And I will have texture paste on my page. So, just like that. And that'll work. Watch it. Watch it. Are you ready? Ta-da! Look at that. Doesn't that look like a chain link fence? So, I don't need that. I love it. So I'm going to push my lid back on real tight. I do have this on a grocery list for Joe to pick me up another jar of it. And this will go back in my stencil book over here. And then we're going to let that dry. But while we're letting it dry, we're going to get some watercolor paint for the water soluble solution that we get to use. I forgot to take a picture of this. And paint my fence. I got splatters on my phone. So I posted the list. And I'll post this in a minute. So I'm going to use watercolor for my water solubles. And I've got some kid paints over here. And these are just kid paints. They're nothing, nothing fancy or anything. They were the little dots off of the little paint kits that you get. And you pop the little paints out of them and put them in this container. And it does pretty good. So I just need to spray me a little bit of water on here, or just use my fan brush for whatever color I want to use. I don't know which color to use. Red. Let's try the red. So all I did is have a wet fan brush and activate a little bit of that paint. And there's my red paint. And I'm going to paint my fencing. How about them apples? Okay, I smeared a little bit of stuff around, but that's okay. It looks fine to me. It looks fine. We did it. We did the job. We did the deed. The good deed. Okay, so then we just have to put our tag, and we can also put it in as a tip in, or I can punch a hole right there, and we can tie it on with the string. So all I need is a little hole here and a little hole here, like that. And then I take one of my needles over here. I hear you. What are you barking at? Who are you barking at? It's just your daddy. So what I'm going to do is push this through to the other side. Ah, what do you mean? What are you saying? So I'm just going to thread my darning needle with one strand, and I'm going to go through that hole, and then I'm going to come back up the other hole. I got two holes, and then I can tie a bow on the top. So I've got that one in there, and I'll take the other string, embroidery thread, and push it in the other hole, and come back through the first hole, And then I have both strings. I don't need my needle anymore. And then I can tie my tag on here. See how I did that? And I can tie it in a bow. Lickety split. And that is one of the cutest pages I think I've ever done. They're both good. Both of them. I like them both. So, shall I take a picture of it? So we did that. Any questions? So let me picture this one. And we'll post it. And I believe we have another picture of our other happy mail. So we did that. We did this one last night. And I did that with Becca and Dana. And it turned out really cute. Okay, so we got that done. It's just 8 o'clock, you guys. Shall we paint? I could paint something for an hour. We've had a lot of fun, that's for sure. So, what else have I need to show you? I made a list. Have I done everything on the list? We talked about the doll trade. It's in progress. You should be getting your dolls to your partners. If you have any problems, you can always let me know. We opened up our Happy Mail. We did a Happy Mail page. We talked about the postcards. We did the 100-day prompts. And we talked about the map book. So, I did everything on my punch list. Now, while I was, I found this over here on my right. And, oh, I forgot to put my fiber on there. Come back. We forgot to put the fiber on. Oh, heavens to Betsy. Our art is never finished. So let's put it on here. What? I hear you growling over there. So this is our fibers. It's some kind of a eyelash trim. It's got silver in it. So we'll put that there. Oh heavens. Get in here. And I have news to tell you. Nora, we had some really bad thunderstorm last night, and we lost power even. And Nora was so afraid that first time ever, she came up and laid behind me on the bed, up to my back, touching me, hugging me. And she's never, ever, ever done that. And so I was watching something on YouTube, and I just turned over and I just hugged on her for about 15 minutes. And I just petted her and loved on her and hugged on her because she won't let us catch her. And she's very independent, and she's always been that way. And so I think that's all I'm going to do. So I was really pleased because ever since I've lost Abby, I don't have anybody to hold. Abby was my sugar plum. So now we're done. Now we're finished. And but I was so happy, so happy. And she's laying in here. She does come in here when I craft, and she always did that. This is a doll file that I had made up from, I guess, last year. Um, and so there's some things in there. Hey, Joe. Oh, Joey. He's not doing there. And so these were just some things that were leftovers on my desk. Have no idea. I have no idea what this is. No clue. This had to be Happy Mail. Look. And it's got dolls on it. It was to me from Colleen. Oh my goodness. She mailed this, and I was going to make a paper doll maybe on it. I don't know. Oh, here's some more dolls. So anyway, I thought I'd show this to y'all and see what we can play with. Okay, this is a paper doll from a book that I have, and I gave her her dress. I got a present for you.
What?
I've got this for you.
What is it?
It's a baseball card.
Wow.
A real baseball
From
player.
Dana?
Turn that off. No,
Who?
me.
Did you get it?
Flea market.
When?
Last year.
Hmm.
This is not 20 questions.
It's not 20 answers either.
So you can either be thankful or
Thank you,
leave.
honey. Thank you.
So somebody sent me this. And it's for like a bridal shower. He came in here with this light and he blinded me, and now I can't see. You've already blinded me. So anyway, these were little things that people have sent me. This was a perfect little perfect tea dress, and it's a clothing tag, and I don't know where it come from. And this is I've got these paper doll books with real paper dolls in them, and I was going to cut these up and make some paper dolls. And it was some famous dancer. There's his hat. There's another dress. And here's the people. So yeah, these were, for paper dolls. So they just have to be fussy cut out and made up. And here's another little girl that I made. She was from a clothing magazine, and I put her on cardstock so that she would be thick. And then I gave her wings. So she turned into a little angel. So there is some more paper dolls that we were making at one time or another, and I just put it all in here, and I just found it. So I don't know if you wanted. I can go ahead and put her in my paper doll book, and yeah. So I can do that. And this little girl, I can go ahead and she's finished. I can put her in my paper doll book. That can be first. And then these are just some stickers and things that somebody gave me for paper dolls. And here's this girl. And then her dresses are somewhere over here or over here. Did I put them away? Here's one of her dresses. You see, here's a dress. Like that. Oh, darling, darling, darling. So happy to see you. So there's her outfit. And you could put that down in the back of her. So there's a paper doll. And I think what I'll do is trim that off. And then take my glue stick and do something like this. Like that. But that's a real paper doll with the flaps and everything. So let me put this in the book. And I'll save the doll files for later. And these three will go in the book because they're finished. Then I have another girl here I have to fussy cut out, and I've got some more rings to put on her. And it's just a little collection of some stuff that I have that I could use for paper dolls. And I could even use this young lady for a paper doll. And she's on cardstock already. And I found this in my stash. So we'll put that back in for later and this in for later. So just to show you, it's an ongoing hobby. We'll save these for next year or something. And so I just wanted to show you that little doll file real quick. And we'll save it for the next time. And here's my doll book. And I will look in here and find a home for these dolls that I had in my hand that I've already lost. Had them in my hand. Here they are. There's three of them. So we'll save that. And we'll put one of these in here. If it'll fit, it may not fit. I can fold that. And see, these fold back so that they stand up on the table, and your doll stands up, and you can, stand them up on the table. But we're going to stick them in here. And these are dolls that I will give away as the dolls come in. Everybody's supposed to be making their dolls and sending them out. And as soon as I get some dolls, I will send you a doll back. So that's how that's going down. And I think I've got dolls in every pocket. So that's good. That is real good. I'm going to put this one in here so they can be talking. And then I've got this little girl. And I'll put her right here. So this is my doll book. I love my doll book. I really got into it when I was making this thing. And I'm dying to make a big Bertha book. A big Bertha book. I really want to make one so bad. I've got tons of stuff that I can put in it. And to make it. So that's the dolls, all the dolls. I'm gonna put this over here. And I'm going to glue a few things down in my map book. Let's do my map book. I've got some things that I've thought I could glue down as a collage in here. So let's see if I can collage a little bit. Like that. Just like that. And I'm going to need some papers or something here to put down to, when I turn the page, it won't stick to the other side of the page. And we'll do another little collage right here. And this is going to be a glue book. It's going to be ongoing. And it's not going to make any sense to anybody but me. Just me. Like that. I don't think I put the date on my other pages that I did. Let's put the date on them. Good day. We had a good day of crafting today. Good day. We've got thunder out there. So this can be put away. Okay. Let me put a little piece of paper here so it won't stick to each other. Now this has to be glued together. Like that. So we'll do that. I've got a picture. Let's put this picture in here. Put a picture. And this side, I can do some collaging. Like that. And like that. And we'll put a little piece of paper there just in case there's something sticky. And then this was glued down. Let's glue it down again. Glue it down again. Like that. There we go. And then we can do another little collage right there. Like there. And like there. Just a little collage. And we'll put a piece of paper there. Here we've got some numbers. We've got a name from the paper doll. We'll put him down here. See if it'll stick. And I thought I'd take these numbers and glue them down. Random numbers. Thunder. So we'll put these down. Bless you. So there's another number. And another number. And it's not sticking like I want it to. So we'll try it again. And we'll put a piece of paper down so it won't stick to itself. I've got some black paper over here that I could put down. Little pieces. So let's see if we can do that. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about right there. Right there. Very good. And then this page needs to be glued together. That's where it went around the corner on the meander part of the book. So I've got some 25% off and a price tag. So we're going to put that there and that there. And we'll put another piece of paper in there so it won't stick. And here we have a picture of a dog. This was out of my photos. I found my photos. I took them out of the box and put them in a baggie. That's why I couldn't find them the other day. And his name is Thumbelina. Thumb. Thumbelina. Thumbelina. Can you all understand that? Thumbelina. Thumbelina. Thumberlings. I think that's who that is. So he's going in the book. Okay. And here's another picture. And there's some doily-like lace. Put that down. Like that. And then I think I'm going to trim this. To go in here. Like that. And these are random people. People that we love. We found them at the flea market. And nobody wanted them but me. So I'm loving on them. One more time. Mom and Dad right there. And I'm going to take some paper and lay down so it doesn't stick to the other side. And then this gets to be glued down right there. And I got another piece of black paper. And so what I'm doing is I am gluing down on every page in my book. And then I will go through it again at another time and I will glue some more stuff down in my book. Now here's Grandma. She's on the old homestead. It says 57. I believe it. She's picking flowers from a rose bush. So we're putting her in there. But I will continue to go through each page and still add things that I have collected off my desk. And I will continue, to do things in this book for a long time. So that's how that works. So I've got joy. Here's the other joy that I did out of those silver letters. And I've got the back sides to do yet. This is just the front sides. So, but I'm going to continue to glue. And then I'll go over in my room over here and start collecting stuff, more stuff to continue to use in here, find other things to put in here. And I thought this would be also a good way to use up some of my stickers that I have in my sticker stash that I need to use. So this will be good. I'll put some paper down here so it won't stick to the other side. There's another one I need to glue down. And I can put some more stuff in here. Just some scraps, scripts and scraps, paper. That's all we're doing. And I'll get to glue some more on top of that eventually. Here's a piece of lace. It's just a rumbling over there like a bag of potatoes. That's the thunder I hear. It's over on the beach. It's on the beach. That's where it is. That's how far away it is. So we can do some more of this. This was some junk mail that I got in the mail today. So it's going down in here like that. And then I got some of this. This is some of my painty papers. So it's going down here. Put it down the middle. There's that. It's another glue down spot. So we'll put that there. And here's another picture. Where are we going to put it? I'm going to put it up there. My goodness. See, I put that in there from something I picked out of a magazine. Here's some more of these pretty things. And I need some more paper. To put down so it won't stick to the other side. So, hi Pam. Hi honey. So we'll put that there. And I have another picture. Rusty or Jim. It's something else. They're their names. Something Craft and Jim Clark. 63. They were just young kids. Maybe it was prom night because they got on corsages. I want to put it there because it's not going to fit. Let's put it over there. So, yeah, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. Rusty, was that her name? Graff, Rusty Graff, and his name was Jim Clark. From the Clark family. Them Clark families, they were musicians. that there. Doing good here. We're doing real good. Real good. Real good. So, anybody else got anything that they want to ask me? Anything going on?
Can I have one of those cupcakes?
Mm-hmm. Yep. So, huh?
Where'd you get that picture?
In a bunch of photos that I got from the flea market. And I think that's all
Long
I.
time ago?
Yeah.
You used to get them out like that?
It was about a year or two ago.
Oh, not 1921.
The picture is old, yeah,
Yeah.
but it came out of some old photos from the flea market. He doesn't believe me.
I'm gonna have to ask Rick if he knows who it is.
It's somebody local,
That's what I was
but it may not be from Florida. It could be somebody up north, Joe. So I'm just gluing down my scrippy scraps, and that's the way it's going to be. So one more piece. I went through the whole book. Gone through the whole book. So, and I just went to one side of the book. So I still have more to do. And I'm going to fold this over here and increase that again. So that it'll be square. A little wonky, but that's just the way it is. So I've got some stickers here from Vanessa, and we're going to put some of these stickers in this book. So I think on the front, I'm going to get a bumblebee. I'm partial to bumblebees. I do have a bee book. I don't know. Have you all seen my bumblebee book? My yellow book? It's on the shelf. Lori hasn't. Angela hasn't. You've never met my bumblebee book? Oh, it's one of the first ones I made. So, let me just walk over here and see if I can't get my paws on it. See if I can reach it. Nora, are you scared? Are you scared? Where is my bumblebee book? It's a bumblebee book. Where's that? Mm-hmm. It's yellow. I know it's yellow. Might have to take a day off and hunt for her because I don't see her. Oh, don't see her. This is where I want to come in to my room. There it is, found her. And I want to redo my books, all my art books and my journals, and I'd like to put them in order of date. Especially my big books. So let's just take a little trip down memory lane, and I'll show you my Bumblebee book. So it's a yellow book too. So it's for both, and I can probably find a place for some of these bumblebees here in just a minute. Let me catch my breath. It takes a minute to get up and walk around. All right. So the front of the book is hand slow stitched by Becca. She did this whole panel, and she hand stitched it all. And then I have glued on here more bees from something else, from other fabric that I've had. But she made this. No, this was a little doily that I got. And no, she made it. She sewed it on there. She put this little doily on there and made these little rings, these little ringlets for the stamens. But this bee here and here and here and here, they're fabric, they're from material. And I had ordered some fat quarters for that. And then this is a patch, like a jacket patch, and it came from Cheryl, from Cheryl. So anyway, it got glued to the front of my book, and my book has got fabric underneath, and then this is some bees that somebody sent me in Happy Mail, and I'm thinking it was Kathy Whitley. I can't remember, but for some reason her name comes to me. But anyway, this is a book. It was a novel, a novelty book, and I might find some hints of the book uh, with on the titles of the pages, but I tore out half of the pages in the book so that because everything that I put in the book gave it bulk, and I didn't want it to be too fat. So it's not too fat. It's pleasantly plumped. It's pleasantly plump, and it'll go on my bookshelf really nice with other books. So, uh, so this came from Brittany Linger. Oh no, this came from Jennifer Dalton up in South Carolina. But anyway, there's stickers um, and I got 10 different pieces of fabric. I bought a pack of bee fabric, and there was 10 different prints, and they're all through the book. And anything bee related, and I have this stamp. I love putting it out on um, text paper and then inking the edges. It's one of my favorite things to do, and that's one of my favorite bees. And other stickers and things are in here. So I'm just going to thumb through, and you're going to see a whole bunch of stuff. I also glued some of the pages together to give it some stability. And this is a couple of pages glued together in the beginning, in the front. But people sent me these stamps, and I would put them in here, and stickers. I bought some stickers. This is a napkin back here, and this is some wax seals. You know, when we did the wax seals, I made some off of that little plastic uh, hot pad that I brought in from the kitchen in here, and I put wax on it, and it made the little honeycombs. I love doing that. That was so fun. Fun, fun, fun. This has got 2 pages glued together for thickness. Now this is a little napkin that came from Janice Nash's mother's house, and I think she was over in Dutch, somewhere over in the Dutch area, in the Alps or something, and she brought back this napkin, and she had it in her china hutch, and Janet brought it home, and she shared me part of her mother's napkin, and I think it's really cute. So it went in the bee book. Anything that I loved and anything that I thought would match went into this book. And a lot of the pages are glued together, two pages glued together. And then when I put the fabric on it, it made it even that much thicker. So some more stickers and some pictures out of magazines and some flowers. This one's got tissue paper down, yellow tissue paper down on top of both of these pages. This is a coffee filter back here, and this is some trimmings, some die cuts that somebody sent me. And then we've got a pocket of some green tea with jasmine. And then I put in the pocket, I put a tag from Janet Nash. I'm sorry, this is from Brenda Ashford. This one's from Brenda Ashford. She comes in here, and it's a cute little yellow. If I had it today, if I had gotten this today, I would have put it in the chicken book because of the little chick up there. But I hadn't even thought about the chicken book yet. And this is just some fabric on a piece of paper, and I made a little cluster. So it goes in here. And here's another tag, and this one's from Janet Nash. See, Janet does these little paper uh, tags or tassels on the top, and this one's stapled on, and this one's glued on. And she's got a little pocket over here with some goodies in here, and it's a little bee card, and she put my name on there. Yeah, we've been girlfriends a long time. And a swap. I must have done a little tag swap. And it's in this little pocket over here. So it was a lot of fun. It is so cute. I love this. This is one of my favorite books. And then I got this out of a magazine, and I finger painted it around it. And then I did the stenciling with the Punchinelli. And then I have some wax seals with the honeycomb look. And I put some this was some ribbon, leaf ribbon. And then here's a piece of ribbon over here. Somebody sent me a little piece of ribbon with bees on it. Everybody was sending me bees. Everybody. Here's another piece of fabric. This here is just gold paint. And I've got some washi tape and another piece of fabric down here that was yellow. So, yeah, anything yellow and bees went in here. This was a piece of scrap where I had the die cut to make the glasses. And this was just the outside of it. And it was painting papers. And then I've got a map up here that's from a map book. Albuquerque. And then I've got bees flying around over here where there's beehives in the town. That's where the beehives are located. This is a little piece of napkin. I got bee words in here too. I need something right there. I'll use one of these bee stickers. Thank you, Vanessa. Vanessa. And I'm going to put a little bit of glue on the back of this one. Some of them were stickier than others. And so I'm going to put that down there. So you see, your books are never done. You can always go back and work in your books. Always. And he looks like he belongs there. Now this here is a little kid, and he came out of a magazine, and he was all dressed up like a bee for Halloween. He's got a yellow striped shirt on and a pair of blue jeans, and he's got on yellow socks. No, no socks, but he's got on a black hat, and I put the antlers on him, and then he's got the wings on his back, and he looked like he's flying, and so I've got him flying through the book. I made a little, put a little eyelet up here, and so with he's flying with the bees. Abandoned but never finished. That's right. It's a keepsake now. And see, I also bought some bee paper, and it was double-sided paper, and there's like probably 10 different sheets in this book of this bee paper in here. And this is just a doily, and I used it as a tip-in. And there's a sticker, honey of a bee, any kind of bee word. And someone made this, friends. This is from Sharon Reinheimer. And it's got a bee on there. I miss her. I wish she'd come back and watch me. She watches me from afar. And here's a coloring page I did. I had a bee book, found a coloring book. So I colored it and cut them out, put them in here. And this is some more fabric that somebody sent me. And then on this page, it's just ink stamps on the back here. I used green and yellow and blue ink pads on the back. But somebody sent me this ink, this paper over here. It's ladybugs and dragonflies and bees. And this is some fabric. And this is some fabric here. And then somebody sent this to me, and they embroidered the honeycomb. It's done in embroidery thread for me. I am so loved, you guys. And this is Plan B. And we just had a fun day of it. And it's a painty paper. It's got the tiniest little paper clip up here. Can you see it? It's a little tiny paper clip. It's a baby paper clip. So here's some more bees out of that magazine. And somebody sent me a gnome, and I think Janet did. I think this came from Janet. Sweet as can be. Mm-hmm. And this is some fabric that I think Becca sent me. And it just goes right with this page. I love doing this. Okay, this was on a calendar, and I cut it out, and I put it in this corner, and then I tried to paint. Did I paint some more? I tried to paint off. I've got another page in here that's better than this one, but I just painted some leaves and put a bee over there, a big sunflower. And these were some little cards that somebody sent me, and somebody sent me this bunches of roses. Here's another flip, which is a doily, and it's got a sticker on this side and a wax seal on this side. Here's some more bee paper. And this was some stuff that I cut out, but I didn't paint any of it. I just painted the yellow part. 22,700 is the number of times bees visit a flower to make one jar of honey. Just a little fact right there. Help save the bees. Some more fabric. Here's a little pocket over here with a bee card. This is all the way from France. This is from France, from Sylvia. She mailed me something from France. All who wander are not lost. Here's another doily that I put in as a little tip-in page. Oh, honey, sweet as can be. It was a lot of fun to make. It's good to look through it again, too. Hi, Mark. I'm looking through my old bee book. Remember my bee book? You should remember it. You were around back then. Thanks for buzzing by. And this was some vellum. Somebody sent me that, and I put it in there. It's some of those Tim Holtz people. And this is just a little card from Janet. I like feathers too. And there's another gnome. Here's a pocket with a tag in it. Oh, I think this is from a girl um, that lives up in Daytona. That is so cute. Look at that tag. She must have made the pocket because it fits perfect. And here's just a little journaling card. Here's another magazine, calendar. Oh, hey, Allie. Hi, Colleen. You remember my bee book? Yes, you do. I know you do. Welcome. Come on in. And this is another example where I like to put the picture down and then I painted off the page the rest of the flower. I thought that was really cool. Didn't take much to make me happy. Not much at all. Not much. And I think this came from, yep, this came from Mina Parrish right here. Mina. This is from Mina. This was a gnome napkin. And he had bee antlers on. So he made it to the book. And then I painted it. It was a napkin, and I painted him in here too somewhere. Or doctored him up or something. See his antlers. There's some more bee fabric. See, I got room to put more bees over here. I got a butterfly up there. I better put some glue. It's not sticking. Angela. Now, Colleen is Colleen Kravis. She's a different Colleen. There's two Colleens. Krebs. Her last name's Krebs, where Colleen Gravis is the other Colleen. Monkey 911 is Colleen Gravis. And this is Colleen Krebs. Don't ask me how I remember because I can't remember diddly squat. Juju fell asleep. I'm showing off my bee book, my bumblebee book. Juju, pay attention. Wake up. It's got everything yellow and bee related. Busy bees. There's a busy bee. That was Happy Mail. So, bees. Here's some more fabric, and here's some more paper that I somebody sent me this piece of paper, and it's got a little tag on there from Joy Carter. You are my sunshine. Do I have any more bees? Colleen Krebs, she streams with she has a channel. Yeah, she's the original, the original Colleen. That's right. We used to stream together. We should stream again. Um, let's get your link in there. I'll make you a monitor. Put your link in for everybody, Colleen, and they'll all subscribe to you. Here's some more of my fabric, and then this was Painty Papers. It's bright and fluorescent. Yeah, Kathy Berg. Yeah, Colleen and Kathy Berg stream every week, I think. A webcam holder. Mine is on an arm. It's on a spring, and it clamps down. There's a hole back there where the cords go down, and it's clamped into that hole, and it goes up, and then another arm that goes out, and it goes up and down and in and out. I can move it around all kinds of ways. And then the head of it rolls around too. And I'll send you I can send you an Amazon. It's Amazon. Here's another tag. I can send you a link. This one's from Sherry Van in 2023. And this is when I started making these little birds. I can never do them again like that. Here's some more bumblebees. Here's a little pocket with some uh, pretty things inside the pocket. Honey, homemade honey right there. My brother, he used to have he had three beehives, and he was raising bees. And he's still sick. Colleen, you remember my brother, and he's still hanging in there, but he had to give up the bees, and so he let them go free. And then he moved the beehives into the barn, and lo and behold, next fall he had bees coming into the barn, getting into that beehive. So he still has a volunteer group of bees. So he didn't have enough honey to can, I don't think, but he's got enough for him and Jackie to have. He didn't have enough to give away, but he still has some bees. That was so sweet. And he's been fighting cancer for 14 years. 14 years he's been fighting his cancer. And so he's a survivor. He's not cancer free, but he's a survivor. He is still going and getting treatments every week, and he's still doing good. Here's some more of that bee paper. And this is the fabric, more bee fabric. I need another bee. I'm using my stickers up. So there's Juju's. So anyway, this is getting to the back of the book here. I've got some more tags, and here's a. Hey, Colleen used to have this book. She sent me this book. I think you sent me this book, Colleen, and this little girl under the sunflower. Do you remember her? I know you do. She was in that book that we had, that picture book. I think it's still over there. Yeah, we're going down memory lane. So anyway, this was on one side of the book, and then this was on the back side, and I couldn't cover it up, so I put it in as a tip in. Be compassionate. That's what we have to be. I found a crown. This was a napkin. This was a picture, and then I did a little bit of messy something. Here's this was some punch outs and more bee fabric, and then this was bee paper. It's got bees and lemons, and then this lemon back here is a napkin. I know. You want me to go over there and try to find it? I'll have to go over and try to find that book. We did fast and fun paintings of some sort. I'll find it and get it out. I'll message you. I think I know where it is. I just can't get to it. I've been cleaning my room for years. This was a napkin. Somebody sent that to me. Here is this is out of a magazine or catalog, and then this is all painting papers back here. So get you an old novel, tear out half the pages, and start gluing, guys. Easy to do. Anybody can do this. This was out of a children's coloring book. I collected everything. This was some more bee fabric. Some painty papers. It's a pocket. This is more bee fabric. This bee here, I think, was given to me by Mary Altier. This book here is just a reading novel, just a regular size. It's a little bit bigger than Reader's Digest, but it's the same kind of the same style as a Reader's Digest. And you can buy those online. You can look for them, and you can get them for about 75 cents a piece online if you want the Reader's Digest. So anyway, this is a magazine picture, and I think Cheryl gave me this, and they're necklaces with bees on them, with the crown. So that's the end of this book. There you go. It's just a regular book from the library, and then I altered it. It's 6 by 9, 6 by 9, if you want to know the size. But it's a perfect size, and the Reader's Digest are real nice. Yeah, I do too. I miss her. She's taking a break. She's taking a break. Uh, she had breast cancer, and she doesn't want to talk right now. She wants to rest. So we're letting her rest. but she had successful surgery done. So anyway, I think that's all I'm going to do tonight, guys. It's 9 o'clock, so I've been in here since 5. So I better go. Yeah, she's been through a lot. Yeah, send her a card. Send her a card. She would love to. Maybe that will help her come back. So I got a string over here. Let's see where it goes. It goes to this tag. I'll stick it in the book. So I'll see everybody Thursday, and Juju will be on in a little bit, and she's fun to watch. She is super super fun to watch, you guys. And one of these days I'm going to make a Big Bertha. I've got to. I've got to make a Big Bertha one day. I'll get my postcards out, so I'll get ready for my prompt for my postcard for tonight. I got one more postcard. Let's see. I got one more postcard left. Then I got to make me some more postcards. And this was off of Juju's mailing envelope that she mailed me, and I cut it up and made postcards off of it because there's Dolly. So yeah, there's our postcards. So I will see you guys soon. I'll see y'all later in the chat. Good night.